Hi everyone, this is Joe Hinches for Beyond the Chart, and this is Saturday, October 12th. This is a kind of a weekend market update. We'll take a look at everything. Saturday, college football. Let's see, there's a little bit of peace in the house today because Texas Tech won and the University of Texas Longhorns won. So all the kids are happy. Now we're just waiting to see if my wife and I, alma mater, University of Illinois Fighting Illini, can start playing well in the Big Ten tonight. That would make it wonderful. So we'll see. Anyway, let's get started. The first chart is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the rally continues. We're bouncing off of for the last 3 days. The real question again, which is this a bear market rally, or is this the start of something new? Now you'll see the numbers I've got on here. It's a little bit of Elliott wave, messing with Elliott wave counts, and honestly, right now a lot of folks are really confused about the market. I mean, we really don't know because we're getting mixed signals between the Dow, between the S&P 500, and between the Nasdaq. So you're just really not sure what we really got here. Is the correction ended that we kind of completed here maybe? We're starting off on a new leg. We'll just have to wait and see and see what happens. That's all we can say is just watch it day by day and look for clues. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Here's the other extreme. Now I mentioned before this is kind of a bearish looking wedge, but that doesn't mean it can't fail. So we just have to watch and see. Does it take out this high? Does it keep on going on higher? I mean, right now it looks bearish, but we're getting a heck of a bounce coming off of here. And again, the government. What's the headlines today? Saturday afternoon, President Obama rejects the GOP proposal. So now they're back to dashing hopes of agreement and all this good stuff. So unless something changes, Monday morning's probably going to be a down morning at least, but who knows? We'll see what happens. All right, let's look at the next one, the S&P 500. And this is kind of an in-between the Nasdaq and in between the Dow. I mean, a little bit of the look of the Dow, a little bit of the look of the wedge of the Nasdaq. Again, looks like we kind of broke the lower trend line, but we're bouncing back up off of it. If we take out the high, we could be onward and upward. Let's see. The next one we'll look at is the New York Composite. And this is the one, again, I've talked about that had such a bearish rising triangle. Now it came right down into the triangle here, actually kind of broke this lower trend line. Now is coming back up. It's going to be real interesting to see if this thing resumes its upward trend and continues in a bullish manner. Let me see if there's something. The other thing I want to kind of show, which I hadn't shown before, and let me see if I can find it. No, I didn't want to look at the semiconductor just yet. Let's look at the ProShares UltraShort SP 500. Okay, this is supposed to be 2 times, I think it's 2 or 3 times short the S&P 500. So everything here should be, they're trying to play to the downside. Okay, so if the market's going down, this will be going up. If the market's going up, this is going to go down. Well, this is continuing to trend down. We're not getting any sign of a turn up yet. I mean, there's no higher high and higher low, so there's no reversal on this ETF. So this, to a certain degree, confirms that the uptrend is still intact. So it's just one more thing to take a look at. Let's take a look at some of these international indices. Now, I looked at the Shanghai in China last week, one day last week. Clearly it does look like we're kind of breaking out of this flag that we've got here. And then we've got this longer term trend line that it's going to be approaching. So it'll be interesting to see if we can break out of that. Let's take a look at the Japanese market. We hadn't looked at the Nikkei 225 in a while. Sideways. Had the peak in mid-May, pulled back, and has rallied, basically gone nowhere. So again, we'll be looking to see, does it break out of this top right in here? Take a look at the German DAX. Wow, this is kind of the German DAX. Almost looks like the Nasdaq to a certain degree, trending higher. I mean, went to the high that everybody went to in May. Did not confirm the high that the Dow did in July and August, but pushed to a new high in September, and now seems to be breaking out of a flag here also and trying to run. The FTSE 100, the Financial Times, where is that? There it is. This is the exchange in London, the index in London, in England. So again, the peak in May, dramatic pullback, has gone sideways, but as opposed to the German index, it has not broken out to new highs, but it does look like it's in a little bit of a channel. Almost could say it's a large flag, but it's not really a flag. It's a downward trend channel, so it's trying to come up here, and it'll be interesting to see, can we break this top part of the channel and break out to the upside. So no confirmation of the bullishness yet there. And I want to take a quick look at some of the other market ETFs that we look at, the indices. The financial select sector financial ETF. Now this is the one with the banks and some of the large financial institutions in it. Again, pushed to a high in July, did not push the high in August, came back down, but has not gone to a new low, and now is bouncing back up nicely. So if it continues the uptrend, takes out the high, we're going to get some confirmation by this indice that a lot of people like to look at because of the dramatic issues that were around in 2008. Home builders. See if I can find that real quick. Spider S&P Home Builders Index. Again, kind of a symmetrical triangle, broke out of it, pulled back to it. Now looks like it may be trying to resume the breakout, resume the uptrend. And the last one I'm going to take a look at here today is the Market Vector Semiconductor ETF. And again, the semiconductors have been very strong all along. So, that's a positive sign. So you look at the home builders, the semiconductors, the financial institutions, you can see the semiconductors push to the new high, has hardly retraced at all. As a matter of fact, this entire move from August up into September has only been retraced by 38%. So, and now seems to be trying to break out. So we break out to new highs here. That's a very solid indication. So we'll, again, mixed on the indices, some solid, more bullish on some of these market indicators. We're just going to have to see if this thing can turn around and have some legs that continues up. And I'm actually, I'm in 2 call positions and one put position right now, but we'll just have to see how those work out. Now, and right now, tomorrow, I'm going to look at putting out a separate video that kind of talks about some things that look interesting, some trading ideas that look interesting for the week. So that's it for today. This has been Joe with Beyond the Chart, and we'll talk to you briefly again tomorrow.